I haven't done a reaction video in over 3 weeks. Today I'm gonna react to another video by PSRN120. This time, it's his video on trains he wants to see on Express. As always, the link to the original video is in the description of this video if you wanna see it for yourself. Let's get this started now.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Trains I Wanna See on SC. Since we've done Airlink and Waterline, now we will do Stepford Express.
Okay, what trains do you think should go on Express?
Number 1. The Class 397. These are trains used by Trans P9 Express. It would suit Express since it goes to 125 miles per hour and got first class.
I absolutely agree with the first suggestion. Well, any train that has first class and goes to 125 miles an hour would go well on Express anyway, unless one train looks identical to a train that is already on the operator.
The Class 397 will suit Airlink also since it goes to Manchester Airport and had first class. It will definitely suit Express and Airlink.
I also agree on that. We really need the 397 to be on Express and Airlink.
Number 2. The Class 222. These are high-speed trains used by East Midlands Railway. It would suit Stepford Express since it goes to 125 miles per hour and got first class.
That is for sure. There is a 7-coach variant that can be used on certain routes on Express, probably the same routes as the HST with 5 Mark III coaches. The 4 and 5 car versions can also go on Express.
You may be asking, we already have the Class 220 and 221, so we don't need the 222. Heck, you can easily distinguish the front and the length of the train. Just because we already have the Voyagers doesn't mean we don't get the 222. So we need this on Express.
Of course. They look quite different on the front and rear, so who gives a fuck about it anyway? Not to mention, they don't have multiple workings with the Class 220 and 221, so the 222 is quite different from the Voyagers.
Number 3. The Class 91. These are electric high-speed train used by London North Eastern Railway. This class will be a great addition to Express. The model was made by Toby or overhead wires, so it will suit Express since it goes to 125 miles per hour and got first class.
I also agree. The Class 91 would be another great locomotive train to be used on Express. It was made by Toby before, but that model is or was never intended to be used in the game, so the Class 91 should be made by a different developer. Plus, the real-life configuration of the Class 91 on LNER is 9 Mark IV coaches, plus the Class 91 locomotive and a driving van trailer, so the Class 91 in SCR will need 4 or 5 Mark IV coaches instead.
Number 4. The Class 180. These are Adelante trains used by First Great Western.
Correction, the Class 180s used to run on what is currently Great Western Railway. It is now operating on East Midlands Railway and Grand Central.
This train will suit Express since it goes to 125 miles per hour and got first class.
Absolutely. The Class 180 in my opinion is a necessity for Express. If it comes to Express, then there may be some people doing the "you'll be going nowhere" meme SCR style using the 180. However, there is one "you'll be going nowhere" SCR styled video done by SquidFam 9000, but it's on the Class 168, which is quite a different train from the 180. But the Class 180 isn't on SCR yet.
Express needs more trains.
Pretty obvious. The latest trains to be added to Express were the Buffer 43 and 43 with 5 Mark III coaches in version 1.7.2, although these are just variants of the HST which was added to SCR in version 1.4.
Number 5. The Class 810. These will be on West Midlands Railway.
Correction. The Class 810 will be used on East Midlands Railway, as opposed to West Midlands Railway.
This train will have first class and go to 125 miles per hour.
I first suggested the Class 805 should be on Express, but I now find that it's too identical to the Class 801, so I now think the Class 810 should be on Express instead. The Class 810 styling is way more different than the 801, and plus, the 810 is gonna be shorter than the 801. Being 120 meters long instead of 130 meters long, so the Class 810 would be a good addition to Express.
The last trains I want to see on Express is the Class 253. These are H trains used by Intercity. You may be asking, we already have the Class 43 on Express. Again, you can distinguish the front and the coaches. This will suit Express since it goes to 125 miles per hour and got first class.
I think what would be better for Express instead of the Class 253, which is a variant of a HST, is HSTs with sliding doors on their Mark III coaches. I really hope SCR adds that in a future update. Okay, I'm now gonna move on to my thoughts on the video, since the last few seconds of it is just his outro. PSRN120, I agree with the majority of the rolling stock that you said. They mostly made sense, considering that they have first class and go up to 125 miles an hour in real life. However, I would have to kinda disagree with the Class 253. I think the HSTs with sliding doors on the Mark III coaches would be a better addition to Express. Also, I heard two mistakes in the video, which are the parts that you said that the Class 180 is used on Great Western Railway, but it now runs on East Midlands Railway and Grand Central. The Class 180 did, however, run on First Great Western, which is now Great Western Railway, but not anymore. You also said that the Class 810 will run on West Midlands Railway, when it will actually run on East Midlands Railway. I guess that'll be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe for future content, and I will see you later.